Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Hi there, Sparky. Welcome in. Hi there, Matcha. You older. Hi there, Sergeant. Sergeant, salute! Hope all of you had a nice day so far, and it only gets nice from here on out. Either a real crunchy apple or a carrot. It's a carrot. I got carrots and bell pepper here. Paprika. Rote Paprika. Today. Is YouTube live? YouTube is live, okay. Today we're reading Kubera. 8 chapters on our book today. Chapters, what was it again? Like 338 until like 336? 46? How many is it? Let me open up this picture again. Where's the thumbnail for this? Did I already delete it? I think I might have already deleted it. I think I might have already deleted the thumbnail out of my desktop. Pyro, got you some. Damn, again? Again? How many episodes does Kubera have? Kubera right now currently has around 700? 721 at the moment. 721 chapters at the moment, and it is, of course, still ongoing. Also, yeah, hi there, Stepan. Let me look at you, Sparky. Oh, you got them as outlines. Wait, is it black or is it see-through? It is see-through. It is transparent. It's 700. 721, yeah. We've got the outlines. One dark outline and one fiery outline. And then you... Oh, fuck! It's also been ongoing for longer than Lookism, of course. Yeah. I bit on my lip. This guy looks so clean. This third guy looks so clean. Is it just the outline that isn't there? Wait, Matcha, let me show you. Needs a bit until I click all my way back to the beginning. They're at the same time as TOG, so... It's been in its season 3 since 2017 already. It started in... Well, you made it from... What do you mean you made it from scratch? Huh? What? Reconstructed from the bottom up, made it from scratch. You gave birth to it? How? Huh? Bro? Like 15 years old. It started in 2014 in English Webtoon. Season 3 is the biggest season. Season 3 has over 300 chapters. The others are more like in the 100, 200 chapter mark, I think. 100, 150 something. Hi Yoshika as well, welcome in, welcome in. Lookisms. Of course, I'm also looking only at the English Webtoon starting point and not the official... The official, what's the name? Official, what's the name? Official, what's the name? Kidnapping of Daniel Park. Official Korean starting point. Use a reference as a reference to make a simplified version. You used a reference? Damn, you crazy. Oh, this is the Wiener. No, wait. Wiener wasn't here. Wiener was a bit later. I can't believe this has been so long ago. Homeless. Homeless was a really good arc. Remember when they didn't even have the titles for the arcs in the episodes yet? 2000, so Lookism on English Webtoon started in 2017, while Kubera on English Webtoon started in 2014. So even only talking about the English side, Kubera is at least 3 years older on the English side. Oh god, carrots in my mouth. Almost choked on that big fat carrot in my mouth. That simplified version is super cute. It looks so clean. You're some kind of artist, man. Sparky the artist. You know, if I were a pirate captain, I would want at least one artist on my crew. A good crew needs a good artist so that a good artist can make me a good Jolly Roger. Num 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 num. Num num. Yeah, I wanted to do this while we just wait a bit until more people tune in so that they don't miss the beginning. Oh, I can make the custom fan designs. What? Luffy is great. Luffy's art has charisma. Not charisma. Character. Luffy's art has character. Would I call it great? I don't know. I don't know. Copy this in here. I'm basically just copying stuff for the Kingdom Hearts thing. Master property cleave. Hi there, Yun. Welcome in. Look at you being able to message. Look at you being able to message like a big girl. You're such a big girl. Just put bunny ears on it. Things are good. Things are good. Things are indeed good. Today is a day. It's been hot for me. I'm not watching the Portugal match because I do not care about Portugal. And I think Ronaldo's just going to get his ass kicked anyways. Higher Piper. Been a while. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How about you? How have you been since the last time you've been here? Have you kept up with what was going on in Kubera world and everything world? In my world. And Legend here as well. Hi there, Legend. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you had a nice day so far, and it only gets nicer from here on out. We're about to do a little bit of reading today. Normally Monday is my reading day, but today it's because of something that happened this week. I decided to push my reading back to Tuesday. Yep. Yo, and you too. Portugal's nice though. Must be currently pretty hot there. Portugal, yeah. Yeah, they're going against Uzbekistan. So, if they lose, that would be major sad and like literal pathetic. But, where's my chakram? Chakrams are missing. That's wrong. Insert one row above. Chakram. My chakram was missing. Didn't even notice that the chakram was missing. Oh! Thank you for the 4 bitties! Hi there, Ruby! You know, Ruby, what's your community called again? The Pyrophiles. We're the Pyro... I mean, my viewers are the Pyrophiles. I stole that name. Thank you for the bitties, Legend! Means so much to me. Thank you for using your bitties. Can we change to Big Girl? No, because not everyone here is a girl. Get your stuff together, macho. You know, Ruby, whenever I see you, I get a little heart attack. Whenever I see you, I get a little heart attack. Not because of you. You're not at fault here. It's just that one of the VTubers I really like is called Ruby, and just imagining her suddenly appearing in my chat and messaging here would be enough to be breaking me, I think. Would be enough to break me. There are pyrophiles. What is your island called? It's Locker Island, because you guys are all in the closet. Okay, I add the knife. Put that in there. Get that, get that. Then we have the knife thing added onto the longsword. There's the longsword. The longsword really doesn't have that many properties, but that's fine. Not everything needs to have a lot of properties. Scythe. Okay. Shield. And with this, we have finished the... oh mein Gott, Jojo kann Deutsch! Du bist gut genug. You're enough. You're enough, indeed. A staff doesn't... I guess I'm just going to delete this from here. It's just going to have the description in. Same with the lexicon, it only has the description for it. Does the... I guess the shield can also just remove the mastery property. There's no need for it. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Then I need to add descriptions to everything there. Somehow this went so viral, I don't know why. Good. Du bist gut genug. It still auto-translates? What do you mean auto-translates? I'm looking at my multi-chat thing. I'm not looking at the YouTube thing. The YouTube thing does still auto-translate. The YouTube thing does still auto-translate. It indeed is saying for you, wird es immer noch automatisch übersetzt. Und Thibaut said, wenn wir die Pyro-Dateien sind, wie heißt eure Insel? Very much indeed. I think I finished my tidbit at the beginning. YouTube live chat translates, yeah. And it translates horribly. YouTube live chat translates. It does translate horribly, in fact. It just all translates it to German because my YouTube is set to German, I think. I actually need to check. Is my YouTube set to German? I thought it would be set to English, to be honest. No, I'm set to German at the moment. Which means why it's like going into German, of course. The thing is, it only translates like the... it translates every message. But there's one message right now in chat that wasn't translated. Everything was translated. But Marocat's message saying, Portugal is nice, though must be currently pretty hot there, was not translated. Every other message sent on YouTube so far was translated by YouTube's auto-translate, but not that message. And I do not know why. I have no idea why. And you cannot even turn it off. Like, the streamer cannot even turn it off. And sometimes it translates things so wrong. Funniest stuff is whenever a message is just nonsense like woohoo, and there still translates to English button. Yeah. Isn't that lovely? Lovely to see you, lovely. I'm going to let this song run through one last time. As I set up the reading section. We're getting into reading fast today. Because I do want to read as well and I want to get my time going. The React bun for reading needs to be moved over. React button comes here. Come here, it's me. Bum, 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 bum. Let me walk over. Bum 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 bum. Damn, can't believe somebody stole my ears with that stupid green screen I set up for you guys. I should put you guys in timeout. There we have everything. You have to translate in your head all chats you get back in English to respond to them. No. So Stepan, if I look, I can show it to you guys. If I look here in my YouTube studio, you can see, or you can slightly see, that these messages are translated. But when I hover over it, it is turning back into English. But when I, on my OBS, I have a multi-chat which shows me the Twitch chatters and the YouTube chatters, and over there it's just English. Like Grammy? I don't think he looks like Grammy. Grammy looks different. Grammy's blonde. Like, this is a completely different character. There's no similarity. There's no similarity. Grammy doesn't have the ears. Grammy doesn't have pink... Like, his facial structure is entirely different. Even his hair is different. As you can see, it's like spiky here, while he has a bit of a wavy lock hair. It's... so silly. Johyun, after she sees another character for the very first time, instantly calling him Grammy. Non-creepy Grammy with rose hair. Sort of see it. You have to translate. No, I saw that. Did I miss something? No, I saw that. Oh, there was something here with Yun. But I really want a live CC that can listen to stream and translate what the streamer says in real time. There are tools working towards it, but none of them are good. Starting! Garudas Sohn. Ich wusste nicht. Ich weiß nicht. Es gibt keinen... Es gibt keine Garantie, dass er keine Probleme für uns macht, wenn er weiterentwickelt. Du kannst entscheiden, aber nachdem du deine Insight auf ihn verwendet hast, um seine Intentions zu lesen... My brain was buffering indeed. Inside intentions of German words, learning. They're not... I mean, Intentionen is basically the German word for intentions. But inside is not German at all. But I don't know what I would translate inside with. Your... What? Wahrnehmung? Inside German. Einblick, Einsicht, Erkenntnis, Verständnis, I don't know. A great way for me to learn German. Einsicht? Yeah, the thing is, like, it's like mind reading. It's like mind reading in this case, so I guess Einsicht into their brain. Like, reading their Absicht. Yeah, I guess, could be that. Okay, great way for me to learn German. Yeah, because technically you could, if I had this on screen, and you were to see the English text, and I just read it in German, even if it is not in English, that would be a great way for somebody to learn German, because they have the English translation right there. If I had if I had German subtitles at the bottom, it would be perfect overall. But yeah, 12 AM, I'm going to bed. Sleep well, Johyun. Dream about me. I'll dream about you later. Woof woof. Meow meow. Bark bark. You could decide after you use insight to read his intentions. His need for the Eye of Perishment is desperate enough that he is prepared to meet with the gods. Is that so? Then maybe we'll have a peaceful meeting. Ah, the turrets have stopped. You can take Shura for him now. Before I do, I must make sure of something. Fighting a Taraka clan Shura as strong as Taraka herself can cause more serious problems than having one's transcendentals temporarily sealed. The eyes. I know, if you're exposed to the eyes for too long, the seal on your transcendentals will become permanent. But the effects are undone once the Shura is killed. Insight might be Einsicht, yeah. So what's important is that it must be killed no matter what. You wish to show Gandharva this, that's fine. But it's your responsibility to prevent him from getting in my way. I would rather not lose all of my main transcendentals while helping another race. Damn, racist? Alright, we should do a German-only stream though. I mean, I've done those. That's chess? Taking short form inside a city. What is he... Oh yeah, this is also kind of revealing... This is also kind of revealing that Chess is a Shura to the people, right? Because the people still think Shura is he's a half, right? He faked all of that pretty well. Those pink flames. Are they immune to the effects of the Taraka eyes? The flames? That's paradisal flare. Everyone else's version would be nullified, but Agni is a little different. He can actually enter paradise, so he summons the flames in a completely different way. Is this supposed to say can? I thought it would say can't. I thought Agni cannot go to paradise. Was it German streamed like 8 years ago, you know, when it actually streamed somewhat regularly. You never streamed regularly. You're a liar. Agni can enter paradise? Okay, so it was supposed to be can. Yes, why? Do you want to ask him about a friend? It's no use. Agni never tells anyone about what he saw in paradise. Then by any chance, if Agni told me, I won't be seeing him after I die, does that mean I won't be going to paradise? Did you hear that from him too? It's just a phrase he uses habitually as a blessing. Probably just means you're not going to hell. Agni spends a lot more time in hell than he spends in paradise. I'm not going to hell? And he's like, shit! No! I just revealed that she's not going to hell! After I was baiting her for so long! The thing was fine, yeah. I streamed like 3 times a week for a few months. Yeah, sure. In your dreams. That's odd. Didn't you always say I was going to hell for the sin of blasphemy? As I thought, there's no such thing as blasphemy, is there? Why is Agni taking so long? Why doesn't he join chess to finish it off? I'm gonna look at the barrier. This unpleasant feeling is unmistakable, and none of my transcendentals are working. It has to be Taraka herself. Gandharva. What? Agni's using a transcendental. Then is something wrong with my body? Is that why mine aren't working? It's better if he doesn't know. I'll pretend nothing's wrong. Yes, queen. Wait, sorry, I destroyed you guys. I didn't open... Give me a second. I need to get my chat over. Pop out chat. Pop out this thing. Sorry, guys, you need to see this. I forgot to do this last time. Pop this one over. Get my chat pulled over. I can ban this guy. Back to reading. What is it? It's the middle of the night. You said you were looking for Shakuntala, weren't you? Yes, someone told me she might be alive in the Shore Realm. But in order to find out, I need to persuade a human to... Ah, that's right, Agni. Can't you use insight on this lease and tell me? That would make things simple. You probably don't even need insight. The humans trust you, so if you ask, she might just tell you. Shakuntala is dead. What? Your daughter died and went to paradise. From what I just saw, I now know she retained the right to enter paradise until the very end. What are you talking about? Like 40-something follows on my old account. That was around 60-ish when I actually streamed. Yeah, I kinda had to stream a bit more to actually get some viewers, though. I got like 30 of them in one stream because of the rate of, you know, the cancel guy. Yeah. I know what I'm saying sounds like nonsense to you. Many people have told you that she's dead, and here you are, obsessed with one piece of information saying she might be alive. You only believe what you want to believe. Chose this side because you're despaired, lacking any clues as to her whereabouts. But if someone tempts you with the possibility of finding her, you'll turn against us instantly. It's unfortunate, but it's time you saw the truth with your own eyes, Gandharva. Your wife took nearly all of the weight of your sins upon her shoulders when she died. Don't make her fate even more wretched than it was. She did? So she died for his sins? And Gandharva's sins got reset? His wife was like his Jesus? What exactly is happening? Why is the Chaos Barrier gone when I'm right here? And why are there Shuras fighting outside my temple? Huti Aswitz, Huti Kubera. Magic isn't working. I think this has gone beyond our capabilities, Miss Theo. Agni is here, so we should retreat for now. Your daughter fell prey to Taraka clan Shura. As you can see, she's alive? No, she's dead, Gandharva. Your daughter is already in paradise. That thing is... No, she's still alive. The other Shuras that became Taraka clan Shuras felt like dead bodies. But my daughter is still alive. I can feel it. That's the life of the human who has become the medium. A man called Sierra was helping us investigate a way to weaken the Taraka clan. 1% by the way, just in case I don't actually decide to read Kubera again, even though I do not plan at the moment. Yeah, do that, bye boy. What are you talking about? That's happened, of course the life belongs to my daughter now. Sierra or whatever is already dead. I mean, that body does not look like is that Sierra? It doesn't really look like Sierra. Dad. Listen, it's Shakuntala's voice calling me. Have you ever seen a human using the tongue of Shura? That's Shakuntala now. Shakuntala came all the way here to find me. Are we done? It seems like he's not going to come to his senses. Don't forget what I asked of you, Agni. If he tries to stop me from killing that thing, I will crush him under my feet. Nastika or not. There is not that cute, yeah. So this dad thing also 100% is bait. This 100% was the Taraka clan trying to... You know, I'm bringing up a comparison of an anime or manga that I haven't even watched / read. You know how in Frieren they said demons always try to appeal to like the morality and the sense of humans, trying to make them pity them and try to make them like appeal to them somehow? I feel like that's what this Taraka is doing as well. This Taraka is trying to manipulate Gandhava into thinking that Shakuntala is actually alive, so that he is going to be on that side or something. Some of you are curious if Shakuntala's Shura form is like an octopus or a sea anemone. If Shes fights in Shura form without any transcendence, he could easily trample Kazak. Do you recall when Kazak was stomped on by Shes with his vigor or stunning glow? Agni couldn't go to paradise, so he prevented Brilliant from going there. It was a Fury passed around as canon, but it's not. As you can see, Agni can go back and forth from paradise. Sierra isn't that pretty. You guys are haters. Dad, please help me. It hurts. Why aren't you helping me? Shakuntala. If only I could use my transcendentals. Agni, don't just watch. Help her. Look at how much pain she's in. How can you... Chess is fighting to help me, Gandhava. I'm the one who asked him to fight. You can't go any closer. It's no use talking to you at the moment, so we'll discuss things once the fight is over. The only way now is to just tell you, even if it breaks the rules. Poor Dad. How foolish for you to trust them. You've been deceived. They don't consider you to be one of them. They mock you and insult you for becoming weak. They preach at you and judge you. They drive you into a corner and feel superior. All of them. So despicable and so insolent. I guess I'm the only one who can soothe your hurt feelings. Yeah, there's no way that a real Shakuntala would actually talk like that. After all, I am your daughter. And he turns into a Shura form. He's so easily manipulatable. Oh my god. What in the Frozen Tears? Wait, is that... Wasn't the chapter where he turned into his Shura form also called Frozen Tears? What else could in the Frozen Tears mean? Is this just a reference to the chapter title? Was Frozen Tears like something in this universe that I forgot what it was? Damn it. Oh, when no one in the whole city can use Transcendentals. It was Frozen Tears. Perhaps it's similar to what happened 70 years ago. It was supposed to be impossible for him to take Shura form in the human realm, wasn't it? Taking Shura form back then permanently damaged him. Frozen Tears is Gandhava's Transcend... Oh, so what in the Frozen Tears was... That was Chandra saying that, right? And Chandra knows the name of that Transcendental. Or is it like public knowledge? At least Chandra would know it. So he was like, what in the Frozen Tears? So it is not like a weird claim that is maybe like a what the frick in the Kubera world. It is literally Chandra being confused why the Transcendental Frozen Tears is being used. You can only use it when he's crying. It's only possible to break the rules when you can pay the corresponding price. He's already a wreck. I doubt he has anything left to give. So this has to be... Taraka has accepted him from the effects of his eyes. Is such a thing possible? If targets can be specifically excluded, that's... Kali could do it. She would allow the use of transcendentals to only those who followed her will. Kali really is the major antagonist of this story, right? Like Rasen Shuriken or something. Sit back to watch the fights that arose. But that's just an ordinary Shura. What do Kali's powers have to do with this? I don't quite understand what you're saying, Chandra. Was she a god that disappeared hundreds of years ago? Why is he... seemed to have a stronger mind than most of the gods in Nastikas. Why has he lost his will to fight so easily? Jess, are you okay? Can you get up? Huh? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, my love. Not our baby. No, please. Stop, please stop. I'll marry you. I will do it. Please don't hurt them. That thing kept stepping on me. It really hurt. You can use the transcendentals now, so you can protect me, right, Dad? It was able to do the same thing at the end of Season 2, allowed Lise to use the transcendentals. Protagonist? Not antagonist? No. And I was saying the right thing. Kali is not the protagonist. Agni's flames, Shess's Shura form, and now Gandharva's transcendentals? What in the name of... Why are they suddenly fighting? Was there a disagreement when Shess asked them to let me in? Then I really need to be there helping. It was because Akasha forgot my existence, just as you did. And that made her lose sight of her previous goals. She gave you the wrong orders. As simple as that. She has fun though. I mean, she is a manipulator. She is the person creating the story. You know, kind of like Aizen and Bleach. Except she's way more chaotic. See? Are you still so desperate to use the Eye of Perishment? I don't trust Sagara's words. But I did live with no memory of her, so her argument makes sense. What do I... No, wait. I should have known if Sampati had safely completed her mission. Things would have never deteriorated this far. I've been preparing myself for these news. How could she mention Sampati's mission if she had forgotten Sagara? It doesn't make sense. Yes, Asha never forgot Sagara. Sagara is lying. Did she? So, how could Akasha not forget Sagara? I have maybe 2 or 3 ideas. First scenario, maybe for some reason 5th stage is Akasha a 5th stage Garuda? Maybe 5th stage 5th stage Shuras are exempt, but that wouldn't make any sense. I'm pushing that one away. Maybe she's somehow special in a different way. That could be something. She's special in the way... She's a Nastika as well. Okay, she's a Nastika. But we do know that Nastikas technically were not exempt from the memory thing. Because Gandharva had no memories of Sagara either, right? Gandharva didn't have any memories as far as we were shown. So either she is unique even for a Nastika, or it's a thing as simple because she was in the Shura realm, which is an entirely different realm from the human realm. The memory wipe or memory push away thing is not affecting her because it's kind of like the magic was casted on the human realm. So on the human world, only the humans, only the people on that world forgot the stuff, and the people in the Shura worlds didn't forget anything. But I mean that could make sense, but I'm not entirely sure if it's just that. I need to get a grip. Can't let the snakes fool me again. I must take the path that Akasha has instructed me to take and use the Eye of Perishment. My magic isn't working. It must be a Taraka clan Shura with eyes. Then it won't be any help out there. The best option in this situation. Mr. Kazak, are you sleeping? Ah, priestess. Please? Why are you... And how did you get hurt? Mr. Kazak fell asleep outside in the streets, so I carried him here. Put him in his room, and I was about to leave when I saw that something was happening at the Chaos Temple. Damn, Kazak attacked her? Dang. She betted on Maruna, so she probably forgot Sagara. But, like, why would she need to bet on Maruna if she, like, Sagara wouldn't, like, be able to use the Eye of Perishment anyway. I don't know. So I've been trying to wake him up all this time. I'll kill you. Get lost. Normally he wakes up, but I don't think it's working right now. If I don't stop, I think he might actually kill me. For now, I'll head out there by myself. I can use the sword to return Transcendentals regardless of the Taraka's eyes. This is a Kali's item after all. Wait, where's the bracelet that you had? Priest Sierra asked for it earlier, so I gave it back to him. Asked for it back? Why? I suppose he needs it? It's his originally after all, so it's right to give it back to him. But how will you manage without it? Isn't it dangerous? Don't worry, I won't go too near. I'll stop when the Taraka is just within range and use a long-range Transcendental. From what I can see, it looks like it's almost as strong as Taraka herself. You have to kill it as soon as possible. Even the gods won't be able to fight properly because of its eyes. So I have to provide what support I can. Otherwise things will become difficult for us. And Yuta. Anyway, thanks for worrying about someone like me, Priestess. There's no time, so I'll get going. I need to go and join the battle. Then, alright, those two still haven't met over the course of the entire story. So I'm wondering if this is also going to be their first encounter. Yeah, that's Frozen Tears. Season 3 Gandava looks younger and has blue hair as kind of disguised. His former appearance is too well known in Kali Bloom. Some of you worry that he can't turn his hair green again, but he can. Look at the end of the episode 288 again. Even though Chess is a Rakshasa, who is almost as old as Nastikas, the gap in power between him and them is extraordinary. Even though he has a few mental traits that are better than Nastikas, a weaker being's mentality means nothing in a world where only the physically strongest survive. In this situation, if your classmate finds you attractive, scarier things tend to happen. What the hell? Did Akasha really know about Sagara? Did Sagara lie? Really? Lisa's wounds vanishing in her final scene is not a drawing mistake. Huh? Shez's words along with the afterwards has led to fan theory that the Shez has seemed to be speaking to was an Nastika in his clan who wanted to kill Shez's lover out of jealousy, and he offered to marry Nastika in order to save her. So, Lee still has great healing abilities. That's my girl. They've met when Maruna bombed her village and even battled in Season 2, like Thibaut was saying. No, they met in Kali Bloom. There was even a weird scene where someone took control of Lise. They meet? Wasn't it only ranged attacks? And was it human form Maruna or was it only Shura form Maruna? I remember her attacking Shura for Maruna or something. And then Yuta came into Maruna human form, actually? That part I forgot. That part I forgot for some reason, I guess. Agni, take care of this guy. He's in a bit of a bad state. What exactly happened? I heard Gandalf was using a Transcendental. Weren't we about to make the announcement that he had allied himself with us? Why? Probably went off his head because he couldn't accept the situation. I'm not even that surprised. It's not even that surprising. He's been an immature, self-centered tyrant since the beginning of the universe. Well, you saw a release of blood all over her hair. Oh, they've battled close range and Maruna took Shura form and Yuta didn't want to go with him. There are plenty of psychos in the Shura realm who think power is a virtue in itself. Gandalf was lauded as a good king, but most of the Aztecas turned their back on him when they couldn't bear his constant fits of temper. He was the worst king ever, really. And we were going to ally ourselves with him? It was Agni's idea, not mine. I don't really get to say here, and the other gods aren't here to back me up. Agni, why? For the future. We kill him, the best possible future disappears. Failsafe second best is better than a future that's never likely to materialize, man. You want us to cope with the colossal inconvenience that he causes, hoping that he might be rehabilitated someday? He's an immature king who can't even control his temper, and Menaka's only hope is dead.
Layla, don't misunderstand. The gods gave up on the best possible future ages ago, and agreed that we'd look for a second best option, all except for this fool. Even the primeval gods who made the prophecy seem to have given up, and this guy is still... You're saying too much, Chandra. Don't tell me you're always like this. Who cares if I talk about this stuff? Even if Layla tries to tell any other human, she won't be able to talk. She'll be the only one who knows, and when she dies, she'll forget everything. I'm not talking about whether Layla tells someone else this. We'll talk after the situation is resolved. Wake up, Kazakh. We'll have to make use of him if Shes isn't able to fight. That's the most reasonable option we have at the moment, okay? Don't do anything stupid. You're a far more important asset to us than Kazakh is. You know, I'm wondering if there's going to be a character development thing here. Chandra keeps saying like, oh, these humans can be thrown away. Oh, these Shuras can be thrown away. Us gods are way more valuable. Is he going to have a moment where he's actually like going to sacrifice himself for Layla? Is he actually going to have a moment where he's going to sacrifice himself for her or something? That would be a very cool moment of character development. Like, I don't know how it would lead up to this, but I'm just imagining it right now. Of like, always doing these things and then he's opening up a bit here and there, just getting a bit more nicer and here. But before he can ever open up fully and like reconcile with Layla to be like on better terms, he dies protecting her or something. I don't know. Hello, Cory. Welcome in. Hope you had a nice day so far. It only gets nicer from here on out. Please couldn't wake him up. I definitely can't. Approach him with this weak body. I won't get away with just a few scratches. Rilith, you're late. Wake him up and take him with you. I want to keep this option in reserve. He's given up too much already, and I want to lose the little time he has left. You're very relaxed. Is there even a way out of this without involving Mr. Kazakh? There is. There is just one thing I need to check before I proceed. In your past lives, you said something similar every time you regained your memories. I'm getting even farther away from him. By any chance, am I the one you meant? What? Of course not. You disgust me. Why would I regret drifting farther away from you? Hi there, Lewis. Welcome in, welcome in. Good riddance, I'd say. Right, I know. I thought you'd say that, but I wanted to ask just in case. Anyway, that's fine then. Sorry for taking up your time. What is he thinking? Why does he want to ask that at a time like this? Anyhow, if he has another solution, I'm done here. There's the Taraka clan. I thought so. Of course they wouldn't fight like that over me. I need to figure out what's happening first. Looks like there's a swarm of Tarakas. I can't see Shes and Gandava wherever they are. Now that I've decided to use the Eye of Perishment, I need to show the gods I'm not a threat. It's like 37C. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible, it's horrible, it's horrible. I'm also dying. Apparently it's going to be 40C on Saturday this week. Brave of you to be here in human form. I guess it makes no difference, since our blow would send your Shura from flying as well. This one blow would send them flying away. Don't be so nervous. Shes told me, if the survival of your clan is on the line, I can consider your request. You can prove to me that you don't have an ulterior motive to this. Insight. I don't have any other choice. You've just met Sagara? I'm not on Sagara's side. Not anymore. She just... You don't need to explain. And the Red Sky incidents. You were acting under orders. I see. Which doesn't mean you're blameless, but you're in your current situation. Ani can make KFC anytime he wants. Do you think something like Garuda fried... It wouldn't be Garuda fried chicken, because that would mean that the Garudas are frying chicken. It would be... I guess this would be AFG. Agni fried Garuda. Anybody want some Agni fried Garuda? AFG for anyone? It will do. I will reserve judgment on your sins, since the extinction of the Garuda clan would be unfortunate. There will be others who demand that you pay the price for your sins. You need to think of how you will answer them. So, what happens now? I see there's a situation involving the Taraka clan. Is there anything I can do? No. I can take care of this alone, so get away from here for now. And be careful. I'm unable to help you, even if you're in danger. True, he is a pretty strong god. telling me to be careful. Can I take this as a sign of goodwill? This is good. This is good. That was easier than I expected. But the Red Sky incidents might come back to haunt me. Guess there was no need to worry. And is Lise going to... Okay, when I saw this panel after him saying that, I was thinking Lise was literally standing behind him. I was thinking Lise was literally right behind him, and the sword energy was crackling, and she was about to charge it up and just thrust it through his chest. What could endanger Maruna, Limau? If not... Is she seeing him? Is she seeing him? Is that the... I guess this could be the side of her seeing Maruna. This could be the side. Like, she's not standing right behind him, but she's standing somewhere where she can see him. Jess must have been mumbling the whole way to the room with Agni like he had in the previous episode, but have only silently watched his Kazakh, 140 years old, who, while he was alone, slammed his head against the wall on purpose, then got angry because it hurt. When Maruna and Agni were together, Maruna was tense. Nothing happened though with Agni. However, as soon as Maruna relaxed, something happened afterwards. Yeah. The coin has been blinded, crazy. Chandra mentions that there are those in the Shore Realm who value strength as a virtue, considering the Gandhava good king's pride of being a ruthless tyrant. Sagara is one of such individuals. Strength makes right! Isn't that what we all say? Might come back to haunt him. Who knows? Who knows? I think Lise would really just sit behind him to play with her prey. To me, she doesn't seem like the kind to do that. I mean, I didn't think she was sitting around behind him to play, or playing with the prey. I thought it was just like supposed to be like dramatic cliffhanger of like, oh yeah, Lise is standing right behind him with her sword, and then next chapter we're going to see it. Like I could have even seen like the chapter end with the sword thrust through his chest or something. But I don't know. So she seems to be a bit away from him, not right behind him. A red and white bird. So she does instantly attack. What the hell just... She a fighter who saw me 7 years ago? I retaliate, I may lose the trust of the gods. I just have to evade her attacks until the gods return from the temple. I may end up with a few cuts, but I can't just regenerate. Wait, why is my wound regenerating? One of the first moves she tries against main characters, kick in the balls. Lise does not freak around. Now, Dad, it's time to attack the city, destroy the barrier, and show those who mocked you the true might of a king. Might? Huh. Dad, help me! Please help me! Kill Agni, quick! Don't fight with Agni, Dad. Look at it. This thing is not your daughter. How can you confuse Shakuntala with the likes of this monster? Burbrain can't seem to even remember that sword. He can't seem to remember the sword, and he can't seem to remember Lise either. Dad! Don't abandon me, Dad! You need to give me up, Dad. You crazy little... Even knowing it's not Shakuntala, you've turned your back on this last chance. I will now use my Transcendentals in defiance of the rules. And as the penalty, I give up paradise. You have sent your wife to hell. If I had killed you the day I found out how, at least I would never have seen you in this state. Wait, Agni is using his Transcendental and giving up paradise? Why would he do that? Shouldn't he be strong enough to defeat this weakened Gandhava even without that? Like, if he were to use his Paradisal Flame, shouldn't that be able to freaking much one-shot Gandhava? No, not the Romans. Hi there, Nico. Welcome in. No, I dropped my carrot. Where did my carrot go? Where did my carrot fall to?
the hell it's... Oh, there it is. I got it. I found my carrot. Waka waka. I think he has issues because he broke the rules and uses Value's bow. I mean, he did have issues because... Oh, you mean he has issues fighting against this weakened Gandava because of the weakening from the Value bow. Under effects of the eye, so he could only use Paradisal Flame. But shouldn't Paradisal Flame be enough? Like, Paradisal Flame scales on how evil the target is, and Gandava pretty much is... Satan. I don't know. Over 1 trillion humans have died at Gandava's hand. You can't let someone like him live. Best possible future or not. Humans are born all the time anyway. Who cares where trillions of them die? Not like it affects the universe. Gandhi's having a little fun. Leave him be. Fighting him just makes life difficult for us, Agni. So he was the one who wanted to kill him originally. Don't say that. Just think about what it's like for the humans who are dying. They have thoughts and emotions just like we do. And the fear of death is much stronger for them than... Humans die anyway, stupid. Their lives are so short. Dying early makes no difference anyway. I don't like the gods. I really do not like the gods. Gandava is evil, but Agni did say Menaka took all of his sins, right? I don't know. I don't know if that's how it really works. Maybe it was just like a promise kind of thing. Of like... Menaka said... Agni, please send me to hell. I will shoulder all of the sins that Gandava created. So that Gandava can give it a second chance. But that's like only a verbal agreement. It's not like actually the sins disappearing. It's only like written in the contract. Okay, yeah, I'll give Gandava a second chance and he starts from 0 from now on. And Cory, I have not had any dropped frames for the entire stream. I don't know. Didn't you put up a fight when when we decided to eradicate the first human race as well? It's about time you came to your senses. Agni, we need Gandava in order to bring about the best possible future. So why not just let things be and enjoy your life as a god a little more? Look at all the goddesses who want your attention. Of course he doesn't even see them. He brought back all those emotions from the top just because of one dead woman. There's a positive side to that though. He's a weak point we can make use of now. True, he's so soft. He doesn't even know how to get angry. It's good that we can bring it up every time and set him off. Like a button we can press to get Agni angry. Pretty much the only good thing about Agni's annoying ex. The gods don't seem very nice. But at least Agni seems like a nice god. But Agni considered an outsider. Don't tease him too much. If you talk about his girlfriend, you might make him mad again. Whoa. Is he going to flip out and blow us up again? Hey, if Agni kills all of us, should we have our dinner party in hell? Yeah, why not? These guys are crazy. Don't say that about Brilith. Or whatever her name was. None of them will listen. I told you it was a wasted effort. But what do we do? Can't hope to beat Gandava with just the two of us. Yes, so we have to make the rest of the gods cooperate. How? Millions of humans are dying and they don't even care. Then make them care. So both Kubera and Agni wanted to get rid of Gandava back then. Just chilling in hell until they respawn. The reason they are doing nothing is because the situation causes them no direct harm. So the problem has to be has to be increased until they feel threatened. What? Increased? I didn't intend to ask for your cooperation. My plans won't suit your tastes anyway. Hey, Kubera! What is he planning? The scene here with Kubera looks so pretty. Especially with Kubera's light. It is a very nice one. Like the black and white. The Kubera energy. We still don't know anything about Kubera really. Like why he was really working with Sagara. It was kind of like connected to the Ananta death, but like it's not really revealed fully yet, I think. What is he planning? Can't be helped. I have to do it alone. Somewhere out there.
There has to be a way of killing Gandava. Maruna had his hands in his pockets before he tried to dodge. This is the third time Fathomless Fire, Dark Agni, had appeared. In Season 2 he used it once with Gandava and once with Sagara as well. He didn't use it to its fullest extent back then, only used it to scare them. But now! In the past, Agni was pleading with the other gods to destroy Gandava as opposed to going with the best future. Now, however, he's alone is trying to save Gandava to achieve the best future. Why did their positions switch? We'll find out later. How to pronounce that word? Exacerbated. Thank you, Piper. I changed that word up. Something Ananta, but ITSD. That sounds like freaking STD. Exacerbated. Exacerbated. I don't know, the C in it confused me, I think. A third dimension, human realm, in the distant past. A small planet on the outskirts of the universe. It's not working. Even Paradisal Flare barely made a crash on him. But how? When he's meant to have killed trillions of humans? It's impossible, even considering his defensive powers. It's all over. We did well to last this long. I'm just sorry that we couldn't do more when the humans trusted us. The fate of our little planet worth nothing for the higher gods? Agni! Materia is also unrelated, but apparently Kubera is a playboy. Man, it's always those dang playboys. Look, Gandava is weakening! At this rate he might die! Gods, I never thought I'd see the day! Your efforts have finally borne fruit, Agni. Flames brought from paradise by the strongest god. It's perfect. I heard you spent a long time trying to acquire those flames. Your efforts were worth it. Those senseless destroyers will stand no chance against you now. The world will finally find peace. It's too early to tell that one. Hell, that one. Who is that standing next to him? Is that a Brilith incarnation or? Because that's not Kubera. That's a woman as far as I can see. What? He's reviving! Not even Paradise can kill him! Can't be helped. You lot, come with me to the God Realm for now. We're gods of this planet, Agni. You know that if this planet is destroyed, we also disappear. Okay, so each planet has their own gods? That is interesting. So, there are... These planetary gods are much weaker than like the 5th Zen gods or the primeval gods. And that makes me question if like... So humans can either become gods, or there's some other way for a god to be born on a world. But how is this? Taking refuge in the God Realm will only prolong our lives temporarily. But it's better than dying here right now. We would rather die here. Yes, we failed to fulfill our responsibilities as gods of this planet. So many humans have already died. And all who remain will soon perish. All because we were incompetent. A tiny planet, no more than a speck of dust in this vast universe. Hi there, Pate! Welcome in, welcome in! So, So it's like the primeval gods and the 5th Zen gods are overseeing the entire universe, multiverse, or whatever. And then each planet itself has weaker gods. So those gods that we saw in the Gods Realm, they say that all these humans die, but with each planet that's getting destroyed, there's also gods dying. But do these higher gods not see these lower gods as like the same kind of species gods, or I don't know. But you came to our assistance. For that, we thank you. Seventh dimension, the underworld. Did you die in another fight? You must have been on this planet that was just destroyed. One of the goddesses on that planet was pretty smart. It's a shame she's gone now. You've changed. You try being in my position. Where death is an everyday reality, you can't last unless you let go. Yes, I know, it would have been hard. It's just, I'm just sorry that the one friend I could talk to can no longer understand my feelings. That's all. They're gods of smaller jurisdictions, but still gods. A few gods dying in the speck of dust. Why would they care? Because they're gods, and they were like... Other, like, humans dying, we do not care about. They did not say that they would technically care about gods dying, but they specifically said, humans dying, we don't care about. So I just assumed if a god were to die, like, if this thing gets exacerbated, then they, because of a god were to die, then maybe they would care more. Weird. Good old Yama. The sixth dimension, the god realm. Rama. You know, everyone else shows me a lot more respect. What's the deal with Gandhara? Do the primeval gods really have his back? I used paradisal flare at full power and he was almost dead, but then he came back alive. How is that possible? You can't kill him with that. That guy can avoid paying the price for his sins. Someone else is sworn to carry that burden instead. Okay, there's that explanation. Someone else is going to pay for his sins? What kind of crazy... They should go and kill whoever it is first? That would mean purging all of Gandhara's sins. The transcendental that makes him pay for his sins isn't going to work. You need to use pure force to defeat him. Christina is important because casually planets are destroyed. Which is impossible! I understand why did the primeval gods make the universe like this? In the end, you're to blame for everything. What's wrong with this universe? Can you not see what's wrong? You're the ones who made conscious humans who can reason, communicate, and laugh. You created spiritual beings who can even bind themselves to each other in marriage. And you made Gandhara, who slaughters these humans, invincible? If you did it by mistake, you have to fix it. And if you did it on purpose, it's just perverse. Perverse? Do the other gods feel the same way? Then it's your problem. And a very simple one. You can solve it by taking a trip to the top and sorting it out there. Why do you torment yourself with worldly passions when there's that convenient system available for the enlightened? Leave everything behind like the other gods. Just bring down pleasure to let you bear the tedium of life. Expending your emotions on all that suffering, it's all meaningless. Since when was the system meant to be for the pursuit of pleasure? The system was created at the beginning of the universe to remind the enlightened of the virtue of compassion. But you corrupted the system to obscure the wrongs of this universe. You're tiring me with your whining. If it is the power to kill Gandhara that you desire, I will give you a suitable weapon, but it's your task to figure out how you will kill him with it. If you are confident you can brave the many years of suffering it will take, try it. First dimension, hell. So hell is the first dimension? If it's the first, then doesn't that mean that that's like the original point? I guess unless there's a thing of like the 0th dimension, which is like the origin point. But like the god dimension isn't even the first. The god dimension was the 6th. Which was the 7th? We saw a 7th earlier. We saw the 6th and the 7th. 6, 7! Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. What was the 7th? 6 was God. 7 was the underworld. What is the underworld? I did not question it before because I thought the underworld was just like another name for hell, but it isn't. So, what is the underworld? Because the underworld is not paradise. Is paradise the 0th dimension? So like first dimension is hell, 6th dimension is the god's realm, 7th dimension is the underworld. 2, 3, 4, 5. So one dimension would be the Shura world. One dimension would be the human world. One dimension would be paradise. That would be like, I'm like even if the numbers are not right. First is hell. Second is the human world. Third is the Shura world. Fourth is paradise. then I'm still missing one. So it's like 6 and 7 we know of, like God's Realm and Hell. But if there's 7 in total, then the 5th one I don't have any idea. And the Underworld is where Yama decides where you go. God Realm is 1. Yeah, God Realm is 6. God Realm is 6. That Yama is usually in Underworld. Agni is usually in Hell. But what is the Underworld for? Because the Underworld is not Paradise. Because Paradise is where the souls go that were like good in life. And the evil souls are in Hell. So what is really in the world of Underworld? Is it just like Brahma's playground? The Shura world and the God world are the same as the human, pretty sure. That 3 should be the same dimension. I guess they could be on the same. So it would be all in the 6th dimension, I guess. Hi there, Taco! Hope you had a nice day so far. It only gets nicer from here on out. Make sure to hydrate, because I do know it is very hot where you are. Also, make sure to eat something. Make sure to take care of you. Make sure to woo. Make sure to take care of you. Okay, where were we before I scrolled up? We had this part. We had this part. And we were here. This was where I started scrolling up. Pacific. It's kind of hot everywhere. The Underworld is where the souls got to be judged by Yama. Hell is where some get punished. Well, Agni went to the Underworld after he died, so it must have something with that. Big lore incoming. Kind of hot everywhere. I think Taco had... What was it yesterday? 142F? I remember something like 142F. Which is like... 61C. I think it was that number. I remember that number on the thermometer that he showed us. Of course, like, it was in the sun. In the sun it was that hot. But it's still like, it doesn't matter if it's in the sun. If you, most of the time you work in the sun or something. That looks new. What is it? That is called the Sword of Hellfire. Agni keeps it sealed here and summons it when he needs it. He summons it? Then it's not a god level item that he made himself? Nope. It was made by primeval god Brahma, but it has a power no one's even heard of. You're hit by a fire attribute transcendental while you have the sword and you survive. You learn the transcendental. What? That means you could acquire even the unique transcendental of fire attribute Nastika? No. He was just outside. He was just outside. Hell is where the souls are punished and purified. But it's hard to attack, so it's probably almost impossible to acquire a really strong skill. Keep trying for a few 100 million years. You might be lucky enough to survive an attack, right? Why did Brahma give Agni a sword when she claims to be neutral? Brahma is a woman? I never even questioned Brahma's gender. I find it strange as well, but... because you bombs capacity to copy your skills, don't talk about that guy here. When I asked, she just put down the work she was doing to help me and disappeared. So I'm not going to ask anymore. Hydrate, yeah. Brahma is a woman, yeah. I never even thought about gender. I literally did not care if it was a man or a woman. I just didn't think about it. I just like, that's Brahma. I didn't even think about it. I'm hydrating, Sparky. I'm hydrating. After reading for an hour, it seems about right. Yeah, I would guess that for primeval gods, gender doesn't matter. Is this a horizontally rotating fish? Why is there Ricky? What is that? What has that anything to do with Ricky? How is that anything to do with Ricky? How is that anything to do with Ricky? Her. No gender matters much for gods or Nastika, yeah. I see her head when I click on it, but it's like... Meine Güte, my god. I'm not going to ask anymore. I'm going to make her, ask her to make a weapon as well. Weren't you here to help me out? 500 million years later. Fight me, Ridra! Not you again, you damn fool. Don't you have some other transcendentals, huh? You had a bit of variety early on, but recently you keep using the same one. Taking tens of thousands of years to find your latest hiding place and challenge you, you know? Put some effort into it. Get lost. Let me sleep. The woman does not carry the babies. Does not have to carry the babies. The woman does have to carry it. They have a preferred gender, but yes, they can change gender. Unlike Shuras, it doesn't affect their personalities or abilities, which sometimes affects Nastikas. Ridra! Come on, are you really the King of the Dragons? So the King of the Dragons was also super sleepy here, which is something that's happening to Kazakh right now. Is this just like them dying? It's like blue dragons get super sleepy at the end of their life? I'm disappointed. Shouldn't you let someone else take over? I'm starting to think Taksaka is not the second strongest in your clan. He actually surpasses you. Don't compare me with that bastard. Why? Does it offend you? It's too bad. I've had multiple fights with Taksaka, and his transcendents are much more varied and stronger than yours. You go head to head with him, you'll probably... Don't compare me with him! Fathomless Fire. Fire of immeasurable depth. I can defeat any Nastika with this skill. Agni, you are a god who can enter all the dimensions, so this cannot kill you. But you may have seen my ultimate skill now, so stop seeking me out to experience my transcendentals. Leave me to sleep. I got a female form, but usually not a factor. So it would be fun to see Guy Brilith and woman Agni. They usually adapt to on partner. Yeah, so was Brilith always a woman, or... I don't think she was always reincarnated as a woman, right? It was just like random what she was reincarnated as. This is the 0th dimension. Nothingness. So there's a 0th dimension. The 0th dimension, which tears apart even souls, where the unenlightened disintegrate and are annihilated. This place is used as a graveyard for dead Nastikas. It's possible to send a living Nastika here to die? This is it. This is the answer. The 3rd dimension, Human Realm. I'm going to write this down in my little booklet, aka my freaking... Where's my storage channel? There. So we have the 0th dimension, which is... 0th dimension, which was nothingness. We have the first one, which was the Hell realm. We had the 3rd one, which is the Human realm. So human and god are not on the same realm. That is confirmed right now. We have the 6th one, which was the god realm. And the 7th one, which was the Underworld. Did we have the 5th one? Nothing is hell, human, god, underworld. I think we didn't. I think we only had those 5. I mentioned in the blog that Brilith was always a woman. She was probably the betrothed or whatever. So, I'm technically missing 2nd, I'm missing 4th, and I'm missing 5th. One of those 3 is the Shura realm then. Really go wherever they wanted, but now can't go into human realm. So the Shura realm is either 2, 4, or 5. Doesn't really matter which one it is. Like, I don't think the number really matters. But, like, one of these slots is the Shura realm. So, that still leaves 2 realms. No, we have Shura and Paradise. Shura and Paradise are 2 of the other realms. Unassigned Shura and Paradise. However, even after that, the wiki ref is broken, so I don't know if you've seen which is the Shura yet. I don't think so. Like, we have only here right now, Corey, only here right now, I've seen these things named as the different dimensions. So, and we haven't seen the, like, we have been in the Shura realm just now, but they didn't say which dimension it was, I think, when he came here to Vritra. Because they were talking here, and then he was here fighting against Vritra, but they didn't say that it was in the Shura realm. They didn't really say where they were fighting against each other, so I guess I don't know where the Shura realm is. But even with Shura realm and Paradise included, it means that I'm missing one realm. I'm missing one realm that I have no idea of what it could be. No idea. Rolling towards the end. The realm has no star, so that's not the Shura realm. Okay. Going down. Okay, here. That was where I stopped. I'm done practicing Fathomless Fire. Now I only need to find Gandharva. I've looked around most of the planet that have plenty of water, but I haven't seen him. He's been keeping quiet nowadays, and no one knows where he is. I heard of the god of fire doesn't like water. What are you doing on this watery planet, Agni? Menaka? Isn't it dangerous for you to be here alone, in human form? It's okay, you're not going to kill me. No, I didn't mean I was going to attack you, but you might encounter a hostile Nastika. Do you know where Gandharva is, by the way? You found a way to kill him? Yes, it's finally time. His senseless slaughters will come to an end, and you won't have cause to cry any longer. I don't know. I'm one of the Gandharva clan, Agni. You're not going to cover up for him now, are you? You know full well that his sins must disappear from this universe. Ah, but those sins are mine to bear. What? Didn't Brahma tell you? That someone has chosen to bear the burdens of Gandharva's sins? I do wonder, why did Menaka love him so much that she would even bear all of his sins? I don't think she was manipulated into doing this. So, why was she so deeply in love with this tyrant of a Gandharva? Gods of jurisdiction below solar system level are mostly first and second Zen gods. Even though they are gods, they can't be called immortals. In order for them to live longer rather than caring for and developing humans in their jurisdiction, they're better off leaving them on their own. When their planet becomes advanced and powerful, it's easily noticed by Shuras like Gandharva. In the scene with Brahma and Agni, she isn't actually fishing for fish. When Agni had just gotten his shiny new sword, it hadn't yet been adorned with chains. Ritra is incredibly strong, but he has rarely caused any harm to humans. Sleep comes first before anything else. She loves him. I mean, yeah, but why? I know sometimes love cannot be explained. Sometimes it can be. But I do think there is a reason here in this story. I never really thought about why the gods are called 5th level gods, 5th level Zen gods. So that means, like, there are 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th level Zen gods. Rarely, lol. Long ago, around 10 million years after the extinction of the original human race, and the creation of the new human race. Please listen, Vishnu. He's still so young. All that's important to him is his own emotions. He kills people for no reason, and it's causing the whole clan to be shunned. There's no use warning him that he will have to pay the price for his sins, because Neo has no attachment to his life, and no fear of annihilation. In the finished story, Vritra destroys Kazak's mom's village to piss off Taksaka. That sounds like such a petty thing to do. That's good. All we need to do is wait until he pays the price. Give me a second, I want to touch my computer right now, it feels so hot. My computer is much hotter than it has been ever before. Like, it has been getting, like, since, like, this month, I will just say, somehow it has been much hotter than it was normally. But it's only at, like, my GPU is at 57 degrees, which is like, I don't know, doesn't sound too bad. I don't think I need to change my cooling paste on that thing. So I don't know, maybe I need to clean the ventilators, the fans, because they're kind of dusty, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe it's just because it's like overall hotter, so the PC is hotter. That is a good adjective for Nastica behavior. Not important what Gandalf does. What matters is that you survive, Minaka. In the best possible future that I've seen, you are the king of the Gandalf clan. If Gandalf continues to slaughter human Paradisal Flare, if there's human, Paradisal Flare will kill him one day. You just have to change to your male form at the right time, and you will be the strongest in the clan, the successor to the throne. In the first place, Gandalf should never have cut in to see the name that was meant for you. I will just have to correct things as we go. Interesting, interesting. Why would Nastikas have petty feuds? Cleaning up dust is important, yeah. So Minaka was supposed to be Gandalf, but somehow Gandalf jumped the line and became the very first leader of the Gandalf clan, I guess. And now Vishnu is saying the best possible future is with Minaka as the leader of the Gandalf clan. But everyone else is saying that the best possible future is with Gandalf alive. But Vishnu is saying something else. So what am I supposed to believe here? Minaka, you have to become the king and create the best possible future. You have the power of peace, which means even those who dislike you cannot bring themselves to kill you. In a way, your ability to survive is even stronger than Gandalf's. Unless you choose to die, you will be safely alive until the end of this universe. And you have a virtuous nature. You couldn't be any more perfect for your role. If in the distant future you reach enlightenment, you will enable us to defeat Kali. You have to consider the point of time these conversations are taking place in. Oh. No. No, I'm confused, Stepan. The name to Gandalf was the first king. He means she should have been Gandalf literally. Yeah. It was like Gandalf was the first king. So if Gandalf didn't somehow jump the line and became Gandalf, she would have been Gandalf. It wouldn't have been the Minaka clan, it would have been the Gandalf clan. And Stepan, for your thing, when they said that Gandalf being alive is the best possible future, back then Minaka must have been still alive, right? Because when Agni tried to kill him, he couldn't because she was still alive, and he's like, and didn't she also she talked with Agni, like in last chapter she talked with Agni. After everything, she talked to Agni, so that it's confusing me. Like it's confusing me because they do seem to be alive at the same time. The convo with Vishnu is long before the extinction of the ancient human, even it's a long time ago. Is it? After the extinction of the original human race and around 10 million years after the extinction of the original human race. Let's read the chapter. I don't know. This part written here long ago, around 10 million years after the extinction of the original human race and the creation of the new human race. So this said 10 million years after the creation of the new human race, which is like, dang, I didn't even like. I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm reading now. Wait, where was I? Oh, there it is. In this future reach enlightenment, you will enable us to defeat Kali. So they even back then wanted to defeat Kali. Even the gods see that Kali is the main antagonist. Does it not matter to you how many are sacrificed for the sake of extending the life of this universe? Do you call that a question? There is no part which is more important than the whole, Minaka. You are an exceptional Shura in many ways. But when it comes to what is most important, you are strangely foolish. You obsess over something so trivial. But still, I have affection for you. There is no one better suited for the role of bringing peace to the universe. Ice Primeval is literally a force of chaos. Aw, frozen tears. How endlessly you weep. Vishnu has known Kali since like forever ago. Yeah, it's like it's his ex, and it's a freaking, he. Oh my god, they were together, and now she's just throwing a feud because he was like part of creating the universe. So she wants to destroy what was his, which was the universe, and he wants to stop his toxic ex from destroying the universe. Kubera is a romance story, guys. Kubera is a romance story. I take back what I said earlier. After seeing your sincerity, I have changed my mind. You so hate to see the humans die. I will give you the power to convince Gandharva, but it will take you time. It's okay, anything. Right now he refuses to listen at all. If I can be patient and change him gradually. Problem is that before you succeed, Gandharva may be killed by paradisal flare. Since you are concerned not only for the lives of the humans being slaughtered, but also Gandharva himself. What about this? Until Gandharva is completely reformed, you can temporarily take the weight of his sins. Is it possible? Yes, but not for free. This ruins the future I was envisioning. It means I'll have to devise an alternative. I'll help if there's anything at all I can do. Will you? Then, are you willing to give up as the price for this? Deal? Your future? You made a deal with Vishnu? Yes, he let me take on the weight of Gandharva's sins in order to prolong Gandharva's life. And he gave me the power of persuasion to persuade Gandharva. It'll take a long time, but one day he'll stop killing people. Was there a problem with the seal? It broke faster than I expected. Primeval god Brahma, primeval god Vishnu, primeval god Shiva. Vishnu, you had no idea this time either. You know my insight is imperfect when it comes to Kali. Huh? So did she get it actually not from Vishnu but from Kali? Because Vishnu here is saying he has no idea what happened. Or insight is perfect when it comes to Kali. Seal, it was broken fast. No idea this time. Like, what are they saying? Okay, let's continue on. Like, she's telling Vishnu that Vishnu... Why are they... Like, she's talking to Vishnu that she made a deal with Vishnu. And Vishnu and the other two are surprised that she made a deal with Vishnu. Smile, smile, smile. What do you mean, Kali? It wasn't me that you met. It was Kali in disguise. Yeah, okay. Why didn't you realize? You've seen Vishnu. A little caution you should have known. Don't you know already that I would never make that kind of offer? I just thought... Can't be helped. You've made the deal with Kali and it can't be broken. Minaka, you have been told what role you were to play in the future, have you not? Yes? That is no longer possible. Now you must carry the weight of Gandharva's sins. So, Gandharva must create the future that you were to create, and you must die in Gandharva's place. Do you regret things now? It's okay. Only I can change Gandharva. The role I play doesn't matter. You won't even be able to change him completely. You will die before you can. Yes, Minaka. To our eyes right now, your future completely disappears after a certain point. It's something we see only in humans who have set a set lifespan. It was your time Kali took as the price for the deal, huh? If you're going to make a deal, at least make sure to specify the time. Kali's have fun because our creations are so stupid. We can't create creatures exactly to our liking. If everything could be perfect, I wouldn't need to run around trying to fix the errors. Minaka, from now on, focus on reforming Gandharva however you can. Even if you can't change him completely, do everything you can and pass on the role to your future child. Yes, if your child can finish the job and change Gandharva, you could create an alternate best future. Although, the process will not be easy. I feel like this universe is already a flop. This universe has only just begun, don't give up so early. Remember this, Minaka. If this universe is destroyed, all we need to do is make another one, like we always have. Shiva and I are helping Vishnu a little for now. It will not last long. So like, they can always create new universes, but because the Tarakas are a constant all over. I'm so confused. If they create a new, like Kali doesn't exist anymore because she's the Tarakas right now. Question that you guys cannot anymore. Throw this universe in the trash. Question that you cannot answer me. Do they create a new universe and abandon the old one? Or do they destroy the current universe and create a new one? Like, is there always just one universe with them? I don't know. It's like the first crepes, it's always a failure. Yeah, it's always that. First crepes, first pancakes. Real God lore is wild without more info. Good question. Vishnu is the only one who takes action to prolong the life of a universe that is created after it's created. And you have turned your back on him to choose Kali instead. Accept the responsibility for your actions and try your best to make up for this mistake until the end of your life. This is spoilers, don't answer anyone. I understand. I understand. That's the role of the primeval gods. That's the role the primeval gods gave to you? It doesn't make sense. Brahma made me a sword which could kill Gandhava. The Brahma you met would have been very different. Kali broke her seal countless times to cause problems since then. And as a consequence, this universe has become twisted in many ways. Kali, creator of problems, is now prevailing over Vishnu, who fixes the errors of the universe. Brahma must have given up by now and began to think of a new universe. It doesn't matter to her anymore whether Gandhava dies or whether Kali wins. The good future is a good future not possible if you kill Gandhava? What about the second best? Was there no other way? So this brings up the question: is this just a big game to the gods, where it's always Kali trying to mess with all of the gods to see what sort of chaos she can create and what kind of things she can do, and like I wonder too. Stop giving me the... I will punch you in the face, man. I asked Vishnu how bad is the second best possible future that you've even pretended to be Gandhava's friend when you dislike him so much. And Vishnu answered, it's getting worse and worse. That the more Kali does, the more every possibility in this universe darkens. Very interesting feelings you have. I keep repeating this, but I love hearing them. I'm trying my best to think about this. Whenever something I say turns out to be right, that's a very nice feeling. I like that about stories. And in the distant future, all futures except the best possible futures will be in Kali's clutches. I know you can't forgive Gandhava's slaughters. I understand how you feel, but he's changing. He still has fits of rage, but he no longer kills simply for fun or to relieve his boredom. It has taken me since the beginning of the universe, but he has definitely changed, Agni. If you give him a little more time, he'll be completely reformed. But you said you'll be dead before then. Will your child really be able to take on your role? Don't worry. The child is mine, but also Gandhava's. You don't understand how I ended up marrying him. Yes, I still don't know myself. I spent so many years trying to change him, and somehow we ended up together. He loves me, and he will care for our child. He's not someone to abandon her after my death. So, could you give me a little more time? If someday you judge that there's no hope of him being reformed, you can kill him then. You care about everyone but yourself. Don't you resent having to die in this role, when the likes of Gandhava has robbed you of your destiny? It's all my fault for failing to understand the will of Vishnu, and allowing myself to be tempted by Kali, so I can't blame anyone but myself. Why is that all your fault? What about Kali, who deceived you, and Gandhava, who slaughtered so many? Dividing the blame is meaningless now, Agni. Please remember what I said to you even after I am dead. I trust you, you who have not abandoned your compassion yet. Menaka! Menaka! Wake up, Menaka! D675, Menaka passes away. That's not even that long ago. That is like only 325 years ago. No, it's not 325. It's only 325 until it's N. And then we are in N17 right now, I think? Or are we at N19? I think N17. No, N19? Still a ramen story. All we can say is that we already told you what we already told you. Curry made the whole lore pretty consistent, so theory crafting like this is fun and pays off sometimes. And that was just too good. We're in N23, my bad. After N23. So this is 225, 248 years before current time. That's not that long ago, all things considered, right? Where is this place? Who am I? I don't know. I can't remember anything. All I remember is Gandharva. What is Gandharva? Why do I keep thinking of it? It finally died. Been waiting. Who are you? Me? I'm the god who will take your remaining time. So there's Kali. And Curry made sure to show off the... She made sure to show... You guys cannot really see it because of the red filter. But she made sure to show off the great boobage of Kali. She made sure to show off the... it was 1000? Wait, what was my calculation? Wait, no, my calculations are correct, Corey. Until it's D1000, it's 200. It's 325 years. It's 325 years until it's D1000, and then it's 23 years more, so it's 348. Did they say 248? And I did mean 348. It is 348 if my math is not... Kali likes to be nude. And Kurigom wants to make sure that to show all of the curves of Kali. Like, those are some incredible curves. I could have also misspoken. But it is 348, I think. You don't remember, but when you were alive, you gave me a future in exchange for a deal. So now you have to work for me. You don't have the freedom to be annihilated. Work? Yes, work. That can only be done by a paradoxical soul. Noble, devoted, but bearing the heaviest weight of sins. Not a... Oh! Oh! Could I have realized it from the look? I now realize it after seeing it. She's the mother. Not a difficult job. You just have to take on this form and be the mother to my son. So, in a way, Minaka still exists. But she doesn't remember anything. But she remembers Gandharva. I don't know. I don't know. Can there be a happy end for them? Shiva has appeared very early, but it's the first time we hear him speak, right? The reason why I give Shiva a little weight among the 4 primeval gods is because his character doesn't appear in the main storyline. Speculations about the story involve Shiva don't bother. It's enough for him to appear in a flashback such as this one, meaning he won't appear in the present timeline. Damn, Kurigom, I guess. Minaka is a Nastika, but from Agni's point of view, she's more relatable than his fellow gods. In the previous episode, he was worried that another Nastika would attack her. There are those who think that when a Nastika dies, there's nobody left behind, but that's not the case when we see Yaksha bones floating around. They have a body much like humans do. When we see Yaksha's bones floating around, they have been much about it like that, unless someone actually incidentally reverses to pose of it. Oshira briefly appears in episode 99, where he was sitting on a rock. If he stood up, he wouldn't fit in the scene, while the other primeval gods. Curry also said in the blog that the appearance Minaka took on is still Kali's appearance, just with different clothes and hairstyle. Minaka is dead? I know. She hadn't made the deal with Kali. If she hadn't taken on Gandharva's sins, she could have been the first Nastika soul to survive the Zeroth dimension. Told you about the deal with Kali? Wow. The penalty for telling a creature lower than Kali would have been severe. She must have decided to tell you anyway. Chose the outsider among the gods and not the Nastikas she was close to. How entertaining. Entertaining? Laugh, Cruel Curry. Cruel Curry sounds like some kind of brand that is like Bulldog Curry. Cruel Curry. Spit out fire after eating it. Yes, this word became nothing more than entertainment to me a long time ago. But if you're still serious, give it your best shot. It'll be faster for you to reach enlightenment 100 times over than for the young one to realize. You can look forward to having your patience tested. Come on, we can talk this out, right? Yeah, this is old art. You look at that old art style. Something about this art, like this old art style never looked bad. Like, of course I know it looks very different compared to what it is now, but I do like how this art style looked. It's the penultimate chapter of the day. Miss Theo, are you okay? I'm fine. You just got knocked down. I'm glad. I think we did well to get away. We wouldn't have survived that. No one's the temple, right? They were all evacuated to the Earth Temple during the previous attack. Season 2 art is very good, Emo. Contrast is good too for seeing it in a flashback. Yeah, it also makes you instantly recognize... Like, if they use the style of art from this season, you also know if it is actually like something that you have read before. Because if it's in the new art style, it might be something that you haven't read before. Let's go up. The Zen of Gods are from Buddhism. Fifth Zen Gods are essentially Buddhas. I did think it was about like Buddhism or something Hinduism, but yeah. Cicera going in. He must have had orders from a god. That's the only explanation for him to enter the Chaos Temple in the middle of the night without telling me. Then the gods will have kept him safe, right? I hope so, but... I kill Gandharva here. All remaining possible futures may be in Kali's clutches. But he's not someone who can fight back against Kali to create the best possible future anyway. Minaka's teachings could not reform him completely. Despite her lifelong sacrifice, and Shakuntala, who was to carry on the task, is dead. I hoped he would accept Shakuntala's death and realize something at least, but he couldn't even do that much. I'm sorry, Minaka. My patience has run out. How dare you! You! Stop it, Shakuntala! Why is it censored like that? Why is it censored? Why is his arm through her back censored like that? Actually need to remove... Why is it censored like that? Why is it... We had seen injuries like that before. I feel like we had seen injuries like that before. The censorship here, so... I feel like we've seen injuries that are worse or like actually like this before. So... I'm wondering if, like, because we're now in a... We're not even in a modern time. Guys, can somebody check for me when this chapter released on English Webtoon? Because I don't want to... I guess I can go when I scroll down. But, like... Is this where the censorship started? In 2017-18? We've already seen the uncensored version of penetrating Shakuntala. It's okay for everyone. Thibaut! Thibaut! You can't say that, Thibaut! Do not censor the books. Maybe, but when Lee's kicked a hole through Sakurai Season 2, Curry also had to censor that. Thibaut! 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 Alanore! 9456! Too soon! Too soon! You know what? What's next? I should just commission art of me penetrating Shakuntala. What? Tehe. Tehe pero. Tehe pero. Too bad, it was going so well, and then you had to come to your senses, Gandharva. Yes, as Agni said, your daughter went to paradise a long time ago. I'm the Taraka that killed your daughter, and you actually thought I was her? Just wait, you two. This isn't the end. The other nodes have even stronger Tarakas. The other nodes have even stronger Tarakas, huh? Agni. Weren't you going to kill me? Why did you stop? Tell me? Why did you stop? Just kill me. It doesn't matter. You don't know, but I did something that would make you really angry over 10 times. And Shakuntala's in paradise. I don't have reason to... Shut up with your whining. Don't use death as an escape. Instead, think about how you will atone for your sins. Dying is the ultimate sin for you now. It's good to see you, Agni. You... Don't talk. Please listen with insight so that Dad doesn't know I was here. So that he believes I went to paradise. Stop it, Shakuntala! It's best if he thinks I'm just a Taraka pretending to be his daughter, trying to kill you. It's best if I die at his hands. Huh? Huh? So it really was... No. It was a Taraka. It was a Taraka, but some part of her mental must have been in there. It's not that it was really her. It can only be one part of her mental. It's like not if it was really her, then she wouldn't have lashed out and destroyed so much and wanted to attack. That's the only way my dad and I can be freed from one another. I was trying to say things that were so unlike my past self that Dad would notice and kill me, but it wasn't working. Still, attacking you was too much even for him. I'm glad. Once I disappear, please take care of the human who was used to summon me. Oh yeah, in one of the previous blogs, Curry explains Agni's Black Flame mode. It is a transcendental he copied from Taksaka. Oh, that's what it is? After he copied Fathomless Fire, he was unable to use it. You can only use it when in that mode. I didn't use any transcendentals in case it depleted his vigor. He'll be okay, I think. The walking tragedy. Agni, I'm sorry to place this burden on you. But please, don't give up on my father and on the best possible future. Hey, we see Yuta being choked out. Huh? What's wrong with him all of a sudden? Hey, are you okay? I need to go. My mother has noticed. I'm the only one that can get there right away. Who are those two standing in front of him? I do not recognize the silhouettes in any way. So I cannot say. So is he saying that his mother is about to invade the human world? Rip Shakun, I guess. Because Ritra can only use Fathomless Fire in Sure form, and Agni doesn't have a Sure form, so I need Taksaka's form as a workaround. Rest in peace, Shakuntala, I guess. I guess you got penetrated. If Yuta's mother... But you guys said that Yuta's mother, who technically is Minaka, looks like Kali. So even if she were to come to the human realm, and Gandava were to see her, Gandava would not see that this is Minaka's body. Because it technically looks like Kali's body, right? So, is he going to kill his wife as well? I'm the only one who can get there right away. There's our Yuta return. How did he summon his Sword of Hellfire when he couldn't use the Staff of Agni? How could he use his Transcendentals in front of Taraka eyes? Some of you were curious. Let's see what Agni said 3 episodes ago. I will not use my Transcendentals in defiance of the rules. I will now use my Transcendentals in defiance of rules. I had to fix the blurs in the scenes before and after the Shakuntala Agni scene because I was asked to revise the original copy. The original artwork wasn't drawn too explicitly, but the problem seemed to be with the stabbing itself. Since our younger friends read neighbor webtoons too. If Agni doesn't speak formally to Primeval God, is there any situation where he does? Yep, he speaks formally starting from the first scene in episode 8. He's used to it. Kubera Fest on Tumblr! So right now we are like in 2018, I guess. I think his mother here is meant to be Kali, not Taraka. It is unclear. It could mean either or. It could mean either or, I guess. And now it's just about to kill with his own hand the very motivation he had throughout the entire series. His new motivation is going to be Lise. Looks like he's in pain. Could dream tracking help him? 1 sec. Like he's talking about Kali here. I don't know. To me it was like vague. Like his mother, he's the only one that can stop her. I don't know. Sure. It looks like he's in pain. Could dream tracking help him? Dream tracking? No chance. Who do you think is in his dreams making him suffer? Probably an Nastika? Yes, exactly. Do you think dream tracking would work? While the dream owner perceives Nastika to be his strongest race, dream tracking can do nothing. You'd be lucky not to get trapped inside the dream. Who is that one stomping on him and whipping him? I don't think I recognize that silhouette. I don't think it's like a freaking older design of Taraka. Not Taraka. It's not like an older design for Sagara in the way of like Sagara looked like this like thousands of years ago. I think it must be one of the Kinara tribe. But the Kinara tribe is meant to be neutral, so why would the Kinara tribe person attack him for something? We've seen many new silhouettes. For Pyro, this is a dream, not a nightmare. By the way. Oh man, you guys. No, it isn't either. Unless this is Sagara, then I would debate on it. You're lucky not to get trapped inside the dream. Then we just leave him like this. What is he worried about? He's a Rakshasa who's been alive so long that insight doesn't work on him. The person seems to torment chess. Yeah. Was he wrong, Pyro? I wouldn't enjoy this from just anyone. If it was a person that I was interested in and liked, I might enjoy it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not just like a masochist. I wouldn't just like it when anyone like punches me or spanks me or something. I don't. Can we continue reading? What kind of questioning is this? Makes no sense. Taraka would notice. She's just a puppet of Kali, so Kali noticing makes more sense as a primordial god. He's probably been hit by psychological transcendentals plenty of times. He'll wake up soon enough. What's more important? Agni. BDSM sure as foul. I wasn't really having nefarious schemes. The experiment failed, then. We'll just have to hope this one has some information we can use when he wakes up. You find out anything? That thing was a Taraka clan Shura that had eaten Shakuntala. Eh? He tried to manipulate Gandhava by pretending it was Shakuntala, but it failed in the end. Gandhava finished it off himself. He was going berserk just minutes ago. Killed himself? Gandhava won't be swayed by anything to do with Shakuntala now. It's good news for you, since you were worried about his usefulness. What do you mean good news? Oi! I don't know why you've suddenly been convinced, but you haven't explained the bit that's most important. Yes, I've left out the most important part. We'll talk about it later. No, I don't know what it is, but tell me now. Not in front of Gandhava. What? What can't you say in front of him? What I'm about to bring up definitely needs to be heard by Gandhava. Everyone's with their dogs out in this series. You want me to bring my dogs out as well? Want me to bring out my dogs as well? Bring out my dogs a tiny bit. That's for you guys. Continue reading, please. I mean, this is the last chapter. We're pretty close to finishing. The whole city was blocked from using transcendentals, except for Gandhava. That's the most serious part of this whole thing. An ordinary Taraka clan Shura doesn't have the ability to nullify transcendentals selectively. Taraka clan is stronger now, so if it's probably a strong one, maybe. Yeah, Sparky be reading. Sparky be reading and licking. We only found out recently that there's not... Hydrators... We only found out recently that they are not affected by their turrets. They could just as well have other abilities we don't know of. Then why did a Taraka related to Gandhava appear here of all places? Coincidence? Was it really? I think not. Think about it. The probability that the Taraka summoned by the fragment experiment happened to have eaten Shakuntala. The probability that it just happened to have the power to nullify transcendental selectively. Plus the probability that the first transcendental Gandhava used was a psychological transcendental particularly deadly to chess. And lastly, the probability that Gandhava, who lost it so completely that he was crying, suddenly came to his senses. Gandhava, why did you use frozen tears? If you were crying because you thought you'd met your daughter, why didn't you cry when you found out the truth? That's... How foolish for you to trust them. You've been deceived. They don't consider you to be one of them. They mock you and insult you for becoming weak. They preach at you and judge you. They drive you into a corner and feel superior. All of them so despicable and so insolent. I guess I am the only one who can soothe your hurt feelings. After all, I am your daughter. Wouldn't it mean some aren't affected? it means some cannot be like, yeah, it can choose like some that it can choose. That's the whole thing. It shows that Gandalf wasn't affected. The same way that Yuta in the past chose that Lise wasn't affected by his blocking abilities. Why did I feel so upset when the Taraka didn't say anything that's significant? Can't say it was completely off the mark, but I think it made me cry. Why? It seemed to know the recent history of my life. How was it able to say those things? Tell us, did the Taraka do something to you? I would rather die than tell them I cried because of what it said. No way in hell. I don't know, I used the Transcendental while realizing. See, must have been a psychological Transcendental. Taraka mind-controlled Gandalva, who's a Shura King, weakened or not. Couldn't an ordinary Taraka do that? I'd say, no way. Even more inexplicable since it was Shakuntala that did it. Why would she... She wanted Gandalf to reach the realization by himself. So, why would she control his mind? It would only make it more difficult for him. Yeah, I don't think it was fully Shakuntala. I feel like at the beginning, maybe, let's say Kali was in that body. Like, Kali took over and did some stuff at first. But then Kali disappeared because Yuta did something, because we saw Yuta hurt himself. And he said, like, his mother was on the way and do something, and he needs to do something. So, because Yuta did something, maybe the connection between Kali and the Shakuntala Taraka was cut. And then the actual Shakuntala was able to take over for a moment until she got killed. Did the Taraka say anything important? It said there would be stronger Tarakas in the other nodes. That's it. Now it is all coming together. Here, look this. This is what I think, Agni. Our fragment experiment has pretty much failed. All it did was destroy the Chaos Temple. We don't know whether we'll continue these experiments. Why? Because this might happen again. Because we now know that this is a far more dangerous experiment than we thought, and since apparently there are even stronger Tarakas in the other nodes. But, if we give up on the experiments, who does it benefit the most? Someone who has the most... Page rate again? Okay, Shika. I'm stretching as well. Shika, if you can hear me, who's your favorite Mickey Mouse and Friends character that is not in Kingdom Hearts? I've been looking into Disney, Mickey Mouse and Friends characters that are not in Kingdom Hearts. Someone who has the most to gain if we stop their experiments. Who has the power to select what Shura is summoned? Who can nullify Transcendental selectively? Who has the power of persuasion, able to persuade even an Astika? Every single one of our doubts and suspicions is pointing at one person. Why are you looking like that? Is my theory convincing? But what about Shakuntala? How much of it was fake? How much of it was real? Was it acting the whole time? No, that can't be it. She was definitely trying to save Gandalf from being killed by fathomless fire. In her last moments, at least she was the real Shakuntala. She was an imposter. She would have let Gandalf die. Kali would definitely... What was the Transcendental used, by the way? The one like black smoke. Never seen it before. That's something you can use regardless of Taraka eyes as well. Agni, are you listening to me? Agni! What now? Isn't it the Garuda clan Rakshasa? Maruna? PJ might be one of my favorites, if not close to Max. PJ is the son of Pete, right? Looks like he's having a hard time. Shall I give him a hand? Don't. It's something he has to cope with. Since he's decided to come over to this side, he needs to reach an understanding of the victims of his slaughters. If you keep running away, you'll never be able to move forward. PJ is Pete's oldest kid. Pete has more than one kid? You know, I would love to have Max and PJ in, like, Kingdom Hearts. Max as, like, a replacement for Goofy. And maybe you could even... Maybe you could have, like, a story arc where you recruit Max as a replacement of Goofy and PJ is also there. And then you have a Pete boss fight again where it's going to be an entire situation of, like, PJ interacting with his father of, like, stop being evil, Dad! Just join us on the good side. By the way, in Season 1, when Sagara clapped Brilith, Agni used a snake-looking Transcendental, and Sagara complained that he was using her ex's Transcendental. Now we know how he got it. For the Sword of Hellfire.
Listen well, Gandava, to what Agni said. Yeah, listen, listen. Listen and learn. Ah, damn it. Cloak is worse than the sword. It won't give me the time to get away. No, Elise! Now. Look at her. Is Gizmo Duck or Morgana in Kingdom Hearts? I don't think Gizmo Duck is in Kingdom Hearts. Duck, Kingdom Hearts. I don't think so. Maybe as like a random... I don't think he is in there. Gizmo Duck, where are you? 14 years ago. I don't think he is. Pistol Pete is Pete's daughter. Sorry for going somewhere else right now. Morgana Disney. Who's Morgana? Disney Mickey? I have no idea. Pistol Pete. Disney. Oh, I've seen that character before. Where did I see that character before? Goof Troop? I've not seen Goof Troop. I don't know where I've seen this character before. Gizmo and Morgana are not in Heart. Don't use the foreskin on his brother. That's incest. Thibaut. Two different Morganas in all of Disney. Was Morgana also a duck? Stop. That's not where you should be pointing your sword. Crossroads ends. Next chapter, the point of your sword. No, Yuta Maruna is not okay. Chandra and Agni, rationality versus emotion. Their intelligence quotients, IQ, are similar, but their manners of thinking is different due to the differences in personality. If Chandra had been in the same situation that Agni was in the last episodes, he would have ignored Shakuntala's words and used Fabulous Fires to its fullest extent, killing Gandalva. In the end, who was right? Kali is an overpowered woman who is not only a primeval god, but also took many dangerous names. As the chapter continues, even more powerful skills will be revealed. Will there ever be a way to defeat this woman? For the first time in 60 episodes, the story finally caught up and Yuta made an appearance, but due to the circumstances, as Mai's mouth and how is he talking? Oh no, he's talking Shura tongue. So Lise cannot even hear him. Or can Lise understand Shura at this point? The duck one is... she's the witch from Darkwing Duck. Donald Duck Mage Woman. Magica Dispel? I know Magica Dispel, I've seen her before. The question of what exactly happened during the fragment experiment is one of the most complicated things in the story. These can hear only Yuta since end of season 2. Oh, right. There was this thing of like, that somehow she was able to hear him, right? Somehow it was possible. Like, it was weird. Suddenly it was possible. I'm not surprised, I'm just like, you know, sometimes information gets away. Okay, Doc. He's different in green. Named different in German. But then who was Shika thinking of? Because Shika was thinking of someone as well. Gundel Gaukeli. Her name is Gundel? Xia de Dreck. Mystica. None of these names are Morgana. Is this really the duck that you guys were talking about? But let me talk about Kubera finish. This chapter was good. I can see what a different universe then. I don't know.
yeah, you guys shifted universe. You two were from a different universe. That was a pretty good chapter. I can understand what the Crossroad means. The Crossroad is like Shakuntala leaving, the Crossroad of, are we leaving this universe? Are we going to go with this best possible future? Are we going to just abandon the universe? You forgot her name apparently. Then of like, what would Agni do, or what would Chandra do? What is happening on with the situation of like where Kali is coming in, the Maruna Lee situation, like there's many. We're in a freaking intersection with like 10 different directions you can drive down. Is there a good? What is a gigantic intersection? Yeah, this is our current situation. This is our current situation. This is the crossroad that we have. Barney gave up Paradise for nothing? With almost every main character meeting again in this chapter. That is a good question, Stepan. So, would he have given... So, was it just like him calling it out? And if he had used the flame... The flame of annihilation... That was not the name. But like, if he had used that transcendental... Would he have then given up? Or did he already give up Paradise... Did he already give up Paradise by entering the dark form? I don't know if he already gave it up by just entering dark form. He might have already given up by entering dark form. Which kind of was like for nothing then, right? It was Sonic the Hedgehog birthday stream. That was that link. Oh, he gave Paradise to enter the dark form. He couldn't use it in front of the eyes normally. Think of the lore reveals in this chapter. They were reveals. I think there was lore that got revealed. And because lore got revealed, I now know more lore than I did before reading the chapters. And this lore has given me more idea about the lore of this. Sorry. There were major lore drops of like the 5th Zen gods, of the like abandoning the universe, the Minaka reveal, then like that Minaka was supposed to be Gandhava, absorbing the Zins, then the Shakuntala like inside of the Taraka, which is kind of like the question. So inside of all the Tarakas that exist because they ate other Shuras, doesn't that mean that these Shuras are still alive? But technically they are still alive, but they can always, like, Kali can always take control over them. A lot of real old flashbacks and even dialogue with the Primevals, yeah. And we learned about the different dimensions. We learned a lot about, like, ancient times and other things. And it's just opening up a lot of more questions. Psychological damage on them, also plenty mystery. Yeah, like, we have opened up so many more questions overall. Like, any answer that we got open up more questions than anything. We're still in like question overload situation at the moment. We're very much still question overload situation here. Very much in question overload. I'm honestly sweating so much. I should take off my clothes, man. Oh my god. But how long is the next chapter? I can go into my folder here so I can see it. I'm not reading it right now. That's not what I'm looking at. I just want to know. So this was this week. Next week is 346 to 350. It's a shorter one. And Shakun warned there are way stronger ones. Yeah, because it's like many, like Shakuntala was a Rakshasa, right? So, but we do know that some Nastikas have already fallen to the Taraka clan, which means there are Taraka clan Shuras that are as strong as the Nastikas, plus being being stronger by Kali powers. How do you feel about Gandhava killing Shakuntala after looking for her since the very beginning of the story? I mean, he did after all think it wasn't really Shakuntala. It is an interesting idea to do that in a story because it's like, It was his entire goal for all the story, and then he decided, and then it just happened like that. What is his job in the story from now on? Because right now he is goalless. He doesn't have any goal. Is he just going to be used as a power tool? Is he going to try to destroy the Taraka clan because the Taraka clan killed Shakuntala? What is his like driving force going forward? You mean it's 5, 8? I can see the 8 here. And then it's... I think 59 to 68. I think it's 10 chapters here that I made. This one is like 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 7. Like 10. So next week we're reading 5, then we're reading 10, and then we're reading like 5 again, I guess. And then it's 11, 10, 10. For many weeks, we're going to read 10 chapters now. For many of the upcoming weeks, we're going to read 10 chapters now. At least that is the plan. That was technically originally my plan. But all things considered, I need to look at the World Cup matches, because with the World Cup now entering the KO stage, I do not entirely know when certain matches happen. And if the matches happen on a Monday, I'm going to, for sure, not stream Kubera on a Monday. If an important match happens on a Monday, I'm not going to stream Kubera on a Monday. I think that makes sense. But you guys will see that if you just check my channel. You can see that I will schedule the stream at the beginning of the week, so you know when it will be. But it might not be on Monday or on Tuesday. It might be on a day that just fits into the schedule. Yappers. Yappers, yappers, yappers. Close this as well. Meine Güte, I'm sweating so much. I don't know how you guys... How do you guys survive the heat? How do you guys survive the heat? Do you guys eat a lot of ice? Do you guys have like a pool? Are you guys naked right now? It's understandable. We're smart enough to check when you're streaming. We're all here right now after all. Yeah. Yeah. It's a once in 4 years event, so it do be like that. Fans, air conditioning, and a lot of water. I only have a fan blowing me below the desk. Stone house opening windows at 5 AM. My window is open at the moment as well, and I have a fan blowing me below the desk. Ice cream to beat the heat. I also had an ice cream today as well. It's like one of those that look like peanuts. Give me a second, I'm showing you. You guys know that? Pirolo cactus. I don't know if you guys have your own version of that in your countries. This one. Banger ice. Cactus. It got the foreskin, and then you can always... You and your friends can test how deep you can take it. And you can take it with the color. I can take... Daddy, you have to go back to work. Thanks for the stream. Have a good one, Corey. We're done with reading, so you're free to go. Have a good one. Take care of work. Make sure to hydrate. Make sure to drink. Yes, no shirt helps a lot. I live in a hilly area of lower temperatures, and my house says I chose the right time to leave them. This is the streamer you chose. This is the Kubera reader. This is one of the few people reading Kubera for you. The area of lower temperatures, and my house has thick walls to retain coolness. It's very manageable. I wish I had that. I wish I had that. Must be a bummer to be Gandava. Poor Gandava, poor Gandava. Man, what I would give for one of these right now. Man, I love it when my ice has foreskin and a nice measuring tool to see how deep I can go. Okay. I think I'm going to round it up here. It's a bit of a shorter stream, 2 hours, but we be fine with that. Let me just see who we could rate into today on Twitchers. YouTube sites. As Kubera readers, there isn't a lot of Kubera content to consume, but hey, at least you put a lot of thought into what you're reading. Yeah, I'm a bit of a freak. I apologize about that. I am. And I'm not really sorry about it. I'm just apologizing to you guys because you need to survive through it. But if you guys were really uncomfortable with it, I guess you could say it. And you could also leave. Like when I'm caught up, I might do other things with Kubera as well. It doesn't make sense for me to make like theory videos or whatever because I'm not caught up. And even when I'm caught up on Webtoon, I'm still like 5 chapters behind. So does it even make sense for me to make theory videos if I'm even like 4 to 5 chapters or even more behind? I don't know. I don't know if we're going here today. So YouTube froggies. Where's my YouTube thing? I moved it over here for some reason. YouTube guys, I am going to leave you in the void from now on. You guys will be returned to the 0th dimension. You're you. It's okay. It's really fun sometimes. Like last week's incident. I think theories when you're on Webtoon level is fine. I could do a theory video for fun. It's not so tight written. It's fun theorizing. I could. If I find the time. I have no time at all for anything anymore. Like, I'm doing so much already that I do not have time to even think about any other videos weekly. So, all things considered though, for you YouTube guys, I'm going to throw you into the 0th nothing dimension now. You guys will be there for about a week, like always. Make sure to not get eradicated. Take care. And don't do anything that Agni wouldn't do. Bye bye, stay cool guys. There goes the YouTuber.